All right, let's go. Let's get it. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Experiences, guys. Your experiences is always going to be the best teacher. You gotta understand what you've done in your past is going to lead to the outcomes and the things that you will be getting in the future. All right, recording this the day after it became official that Coach Sherrone Moore has officially been named the head coach of the University of Michigan Wolverines. Also a couple days after, 2 days after actually, in which the announcement came that Mr. Raheem Morris has officially taken the head coaching job for the Atlanta Falcons. Of course, as a Commanders fan, I would have loved to see him come back and head up that program and be the guy to bring us Commanders back to some sort of relevance, some sort of pride in the organization. But hey, happy that he got a head coaching job somewhere, because he was actually a coach that I really admired when I first graduated from college and I was looking to get into coaching, and he was the head coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I remember that year it just ended really, really bad. Ended really, really bad, and it was a struggle. You didn't know if he was ever going to get an opportunity again, and thankfully he did. And I want to get into how he got that opportunity, how both him and Coach Moore put themselves in situations in which these offers came. Both of them were interim head coaches, all right? So Coach Raheem Morris was the interim head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. Now he's become the head coach. And more famously, Coach Sherrone Moore was the interim head coach this past year for the Michigan Wolverines. And again, now they become the head coach. And this translates really well. This is one of the reasons that I wanted to really bring this to people's attention, because it translates so well into your working life, into your professional lives, and what you ultimately end up deciding to do, and what ultimately turns out to be the correct opportunity for you. When you're in a situation where you don't have a lot of family, don't have a lot of things that were built for you. All right. So what I mean by that is, if you look at a Coach Harbaugh, obviously he has his dad, he has his brother. You look at even a Coach Nick Saban, his dad coach, Coach Belichick, his dad was a scout. The list goes on and on of a lot of the coaches, and normally the people that excel in the football coaching profession, they normally have brothers, they have family members, they have people that put them on the right track. Even again, Kyle Shanahan, coach with his dad in DC. All that kind of stuff is made for them. Now, I'm not here complaining about it. I'm just explaining to you that when you see a brother like a Raheem Morris or a Coach Sherrone Moore, that as far as I know, I don't think Coach Moore has much family in this business. I have to, double check. In fact, you can fact check me on that. But I know for a fact Raheem Morris, he got his opportunity because he was playing at Hofstra. This is a program that was cut because of budgets, and I played at Stony Brook, so I'm familiar with the Hofstra program. It just so happened that Hofstra used the Jets, and the New York Jets used to use Hofstra's facility to practice. And and this is coming out of Coach Morris's mouth. I used to keep up with his interviews and research them and all that kind of stuff. And he said it just so happened that Coach Herman Edwards. Coach Herman Edwards, not Moore. I'm thinking Sherrone Moore, but Coach Herman Edwards was coaching with the Jets, and he had brought Raheem Morris in and said, hey, what are you doing this summer? And he got him the internship, and he worked his way up the league and all that kind of stuff. And more famously with Coach Sherrone Moore, we all know what Coach Harbaugh had to go through with the suspensions and all that kind of stuff, and he led his team to a national championship, and won all the games that he coached and all that. So it was kind of the writing was on the wall. And the point of me telling you all this and breaking all of this down for you is because as you go into your world and you try to apply this knowledge, apply this information to whatever you want to be as a professional, you got to understand all the little things that you're doing right now, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's somebody who was ahead of you, whether it's somebody that is doing a job that you would love to do. It's always important to take in the lessons and not be so spiteful, not be so bitter, not be so negative about the situation. Again, when it comes to Coach Moore, when it comes to Coach Morris, they're in situations where if you're asking, all right, who am I going to take for a head coaching job? Is it going to be Harbaugh, or is it going to be Moore? Obviously, the choice would be Harbaugh, but that didn't discourage people. They just put their heads down, worked, waited for the opportunity, were patient with the opportunity, and then when the opportunity presented itself, they took full advantage. And these are the things that you need to be doing as you're excelling, as you're trying to climb up a certain situation, whether you're trying to climb up a corporate ladder, whether you're trying to go from making 6 figures this year to now I want to make 8 figures next year. All of this stuff, you got to make sure you're documenting and making sure you're paying attention to all this kind of stuff, all right? Trust me, I'll have a whole lot more on this. This is what I do. I take the lessons that this game teaches every single day, and I apply it to business, all right? The main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. That is your one-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.